It is MLK Day. Pete McCarthy here for Stokastic DFS. So, a good day, obviously, to reflect. Also, big night and day for the NBA. The Knicks get their big matinee. So we'll be breaking that down. Some of the best picks as far as no house advantage is concerned as we try to hit that $5,000 first prize. Maybe even do it twice today. Give us a like, subscribe, keep up with all of our shows, our DFS offers, our giveaways. Once you do subscribe, hit that notification button. That's going to give you alerts when our shows go live. And keep in mind, we are also available in podcast form on your platform of choice. So, two big NBA contests on No House Advantage today. One being the $10,000 slam dunk. This is kind of the usual contest. $10 entry, $5,000 to first place. The lockdown a lot earlier, right? 1 o'clock, because we have all these day games. And then there's also a showdown contest late tonight as the Rockets will be taking on the Lakers. That starts at 10:30. Also, $5,000 to first place. I think you have a chance for a lot of overlay today. We'll see how it all works out. Sometimes I think that it doesn't quite go that way, but with the odd start times, as early as 1 o'clock, as late as 10:30, you might see a lot because both of these contests, it's 1,200 entries, and we typically see overlay at No House Advantage. We'll see how it plays out on a holiday with two different contests at two different kind of odd start times. So what are we looking at overall? In the early contest, which is what we'll break down here, you got 8 games throughout the day, starting with the Celtics and Hornets, and the Knicks with their customary matinee game on MLK Day as they'll be taking on the Raptors. So let's start with the Knicks, and we'll look at Jalen Brunson. Really low line in the pick'em contest, and we know we get some odd numbers in this contest, but 20.5 points for Jalen Brunson. We have a projected for about 24. He has scored at least 24 points in each of his last 7 games. That's basically since he came back from a minor injury. If you look at the sports books, this line's all the way up at 25.5 points. So, it's kind of interesting. Based on the sports books, our projections at Stokastic, which are free for No House Advantage, we have a towards the under, but the pick'em contest, the number is just so far off that it becomes an over for us with No House Advantage. So definitely look at the over on this for Jalen Brunson to get to 21 points today against the Toronto Raptors. He's been doing it consistently. The books have it this way. Pretty easy one to get over on over at No House Advantage. I mentioned we have free projections for No House Advantage. Check them out, stokastic.com, NBA, free tools and data. Go to No House Advantage. It'll give you free projections for both the pick'em contest as well as if you want to play versus the house. Now, if you're new to No House Advantage, those are the two ways to play. The pick'em contest, you go in, you got to beat a lot of other people. If you do, you're going to get a big prize at the end of the day. Again, $5,000 to first place, both today and tonight. We make it super simple for you. We've got all the projections at stokastic.com. You could look at what is the best odds of being over, under. We give you the percentage chance based on our projections. Make it easy for you, making it even easier for you. You can even just download our optimal lineups and upload them right onto No House Advantage if you want to mass enter some of these contests, which is something you can do, especially if you see a lot of overlay as you get close to 1 o'clock Eastern time or 10:30 Eastern time tonight. You can also play versus the house, basic props. Let's say you try to get 5 out of 5. You can hit for 20 times your entry fee. And at No House Advantage, there's a $100 deposit match. So if you're new to the site, use the link below to sign up. You deposit $100, they will match $100. So you will have $200 in your account. So check that out. Next up, let's look at LaMelo Ball. 2.5 3-pointers. Again, the line you're going to see on Odds Shopper and at the various sports books is 3.5. We haven't projected over that at close to 4.5. LaMelo is, he's minus 125 at 3.5 points, what you're going to see on Odds Shopper. So, look, he's pretty consistently been there. Last game, LaMelo did go 1 of 8 from deep. But that was a rarity. That ended a streak of 8 straight games with at least 3 3-pointers for LaMelo. He's consistently been able to do it, even with a tough matchup against Boston today. Should easily be able to get there. He's gotten to 3 triples in 85% of the games that he has played this year. So this one's pretty standard. Typically one that you could look at No House in these pick'em contests. If you're trying to put something together quickly. If you know LaMelo is playing, it's almost always at 2.5 3-pointers. This has been one of my favorite plays all season long, played in the pick'em contest at No House Advantage. I mentioned Odds Shopper a couple of times. Go to oddshopper.com. I love to utilize it when I play on No House Advantage, particularly if I'm playing versus the house, because sometimes you see that one of the lines that goes up on No House Advantage doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I mean, one today is Gabe Vincent, 1.5 rebounds. You could go to Odds Shopper and see that, the sports books have that maybe at 3.5. It wasn't up at the time that I looked at it this morning, but I know our projections love that one. But you can, see a difference sometimes where, hey, they're off. Let me try to jump on this. And obviously, if you are betting against various houses and playing against the sports books, it'll give you a chance to shop for the best line, for the best price. So, hey, if you're right, you want to get the most bang for your buck, and sometimes there is just a difference at those sports books. Odds Shopper makes it very easy to see where you can get the most bang for your buck. One more pick for you. We're looking opposite LaMelo Ball. Jayson Tatum, 30.5 points. Boop, another over. We have projected close to 35 points today. I like the idea of pairing Tatum and LaMelo Ball, being that maybe you get a bit of a shootout, a higher pace with these two, and they are going back and forth a bit. Tatum's another one. You can look at Odds Shopper. The line at the sports books is 32.5. So that's friendly to us as well. Tatum's been on a scoring rampage of late. He has scored at least 31 points in 4 of 5 games. So you put all that together, pretty lousy opponent in the Charlotte Hornets, and another one that we're feeling pretty good about with Jayson Tatum getting to at least 31 points tonight. If you're playing DFS, be sure to check out our lineup generator over at Stokastic.com. I was using it this weekend for the NFL contest, especially on the showdowns. Had a lot of success with it. Really enjoying the features. Makes it very simple to put together a lineup that makes sense, that is going to correlate together a little bit. You can even, if you have a feel for a game where, maybe you thought that the Ravens were going to hang with the Bengals yesterday, as I did. So I went, hey, knock the Bengals down 6 points, the Ravens up 6 points. Had myself a couple really nice lineups there that did pretty well with Tyler Huntley being so under-owned. And you can tell it just how contrarian you want to be. So if you're trying to take down a GPP, it'll give you the kind of lineup that has that ability to run past a lot of other people. And if you want to play it safe in a cash contest, you can play very safe, chalky lineups as well. So just a great way to utilize our outstanding projections at Stokastic, and the lineup generator is included when you sign up for our DFS packages. Enjoy the day.